Di na jud mapugngan. Merry Christmas kanatong tanan. Sometimes, just like today, just like a little while ago, I always make myself very conscious while reading the gospel. Because this particular canticle, or the gospel today, is actually a very common prayer, and we in the seminary, beginning in the first year high school, if you begin in high school, this is prayed every day. This is prayed every morning during the morning prayer in the liturgy of the hours. And if you have been in the seminary and you're already ordained a priest, these words actually come to you just naturally, like second nature. Ganina, I was actually like, just looking around while reading. Actually, I was not really reading 100% because the words are so familiar. Ang ako lang gibantayan is, pag human ako sa last word, basig moingon niya kung glory to the Father and to the Son, kay momong gud na canticle of Zechariah nga among naanda seminaryo. But anyway, the gospel reading on the very day before Christmas, before the birth of the Lord. And as I also said at the start of the Mass, that today we end the Advent season. Because tonight, in the evening, beginning with the Vigil Mass, if we opt to have that, is already Christmas time, Christmas Day. Now, as we end this Advent season, we are practically brought into the edge of a glorious manifestation through the words, through the song of Zechariah, the father of John the Baptizer. But there is one particular reason, not only about the song or the song of praise. This is called, by the way, the Benedictus. No? Why is it called Benedictus? Because the song begins with, "Blessed be the Lord." No? So it's a blessing. But apart from the acclamation, apart from the proclamation of Zechariah, like for example, when we say, if you have been muted for 9 months, what you kay istorya, what would be your first reaction? Of course, manabi jud ka, no? Manabi jud ka. And this is what Zechariah actually blurted out. However, there is one practical purpose in relation to the song. And what is the purpose? The song was given, for example, from the mind of Saint Luke, the evangelist, the author of this gospel reading, actually is to answer the questions that the neighbors were discussing among themselves when John was born and when he was given the name John. And not only in the neighborhood, but in all of the Judean hill country. No? So they were always questioning what will happen to this boy, what will happen to this child. And so this particular canticle of Zechariah, or Benedictus, is immediately a response to the question, what will happen to this child? And Zechariah, the father, presented everything from the very beginning, in as much as the history of the people, the chosen people of God is concerned, and including us. And it is in this song that everything is laid down, that God's plan always has its own fulfillment, and it is being gradually fulfilled. And apart from that, a little line, a little verse from today's gospel reading is also a celebratory affirmation of the name Zechariah. And it is said in the verse, "and to remember his holy covenant." Because Zechariah's name means the Lord remembers, or the Lord has remembered. And it is in this context as well that as we struggle after the typhoon, the effects of which we are still actually experiencing, there is always this particular touchdown from our experiences that God will never forget his promises. He always remembers us. And it is in this context that as we acknowledge that we are being remembered, we too have to do our part. Not only in praising, but also in doing whatever is necessary to help ourselves and at the same time to help others as we are called. Especially, this is Christmas time. Amen.